Hi, Waria, it's Trapsin here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Today we are back on the Paladin, guys, and we are going to have a chat here with Dr. Gustav Van Hosen.
It is good to see you again, Dr. Adventurer.
Teach us how to create heavy mage weave bandage.
And I dare say that it is time you learn some of the more advanced bandaging techniques. Return to me from time to time as your skill advances, and I shall teach you all that I know.
Looks like somebody wants us to help them with Gavis. I'm not too sure who the heck Gavis is. Where? Should we help him? Actually, a dungeon quest here, Shadow Fragments. Over here. All right, let's see where this person is. Looks like we're gonna help somebody out today, guys. I want to pick this quest up before we decide to do that. And we're gonna do a little bit of traveling today. We're gonna make our way down to Gadgetstan.
What can I do? Well met, adventurer. We must be brief because there is much to do. I've recently begun testing various crystals and their arcane properties. Lady Proudmoore has given me leave to ask travelers heading into Desolus to seek out a place called Marodon. Within the ruined temple are great elementals composed of purplish stones I've named Shadow Shards. If you decide to head that direction and find some of the crystals, I would be very thankful. I could even fashion you a trinket from them if you so desired.
Alright, so we got a Marodon quest there. This guy says we have to go swim. It's kind of a crazy quest we're doing here. It says capture Gavis. Oh, shit. Let's see if this person can share the quest. Could be like on the other side of the world. It's on this pirate boat? I wonder if Pursuit of Justice increases swim speed as well. Might be a question. Says you're not that's a question. Whatever, we'll help him. Never done this quest before, I'm pretty sure. This might be a rogue quest. Be up here? And he pulled a bunch of stuff. And nature resist a ring dropped. 12 nature resist, I believe. I hope this guy knows where this is, because I'm completely clueless. It's back here. Assume he's over here. The captain's quarters. Gavis, there he is. There's Gavis. Get him. I think he could have done this by himself. He didn't even need my help. You can do it.
Excellent.
Think you can do it, guys? Come on. Good job. You didn't need me. I knew you could do it. They were deep. I surrender. Stay your blade. I will go with you. Just spare my men. They're good lads who've only made a mistake. Yeah, he didn't need my help. He didn't need my help at all. Alright, well, should I hearth back, or we'll just swim back? Our hearth has actually set in Theramore. Well, that was fun. We helped him out. Didn't really need our help, but we did give him a might buff that might have, you know, helped him with it. Thanks so much, dog. No problem, homie. Good luck out there. There we go, guys. We did our good deed for the day. We helped the rogue complete a quest. Now it's back on the road. Gonna make our way. Probably take a flight down to Thisiana here. And then we'll travel through Fairless. We'll get the flight point here on this little island. Maybe we'll find some dungeon quests along the way. And then after that, we'll fly back to Thisiana. And then we'll take a trip through Thousand Needles. We'll pick up the Gazrilla dungeon quest for Zul'Farrak. And then we'll head down here. Pick up a bunch of quests in Tanaris, like Addons here. There's Zul'Farrak right there. So that's the plan for today. Probably queue up for those dungeons too once we get the flight points we want.
Where would you like to fly to? Be good.
Thalinar we go. Well, that was nice. We helped that rogue out. That was cool. I bet you that guy's an elite in vanilla, probably. Oh, look at that. Red sky at night. Sailor's delight, guys. Red sky in the morning. Sailor's warning. I don't think in Azeroth they ever have red sky in the morning. It's always like in the evening in this zone. And yeah, boosting's bannable. I think I mentioned this in the Warlock video yesterday. But it's now bannable on TOS. I'm happy about that. It's good to see that they're taking action against gold sellers as much as they can. You know, if they're going to take away GDKP from us, they might as well go all out against gold sellers, but we all know the real reason why they're doing this. And it's because they're trying to sell more of their own boosts. They don't want to compete with the gold sellers. which means we're bound to see a WoW token. Probably during this expansion. Maybe after the first phase. I think we'll probably see WoW token come out. And then people will be able to buy gold from Blizzard. And then that will completely cripple the gold sellers. Well, the people will still buy gold. They'll probably sell it for cheaper than what Blizzard sells it for, but they won't be able to sell boosts anymore, and they also won't benefit from GDKPs, from people buying gold and buying gear. Also, Doomhowl, the hardcore server, is now allowed to have GDKPs. Thought that was kind of interesting. It's pretty challenging just to get to a level 60, right? I wonder what a GDKP hardcore raid would be like. There's Alderman over here. Can do that. These dungeons from 54 to 60. 50s are great. There's going to be so many dungeons to do. When we get to the 50s, we'll have Dire Maul, we'll have Blackrock Depths, Upper and Lower Blackrock Spire, all of Dire Maul, Skullomance, Stratholme Live, all of Stratholme, pretty much. Looking forward to the 50s. The 40s are kind of, I consider the 40s probably the worst time for leveling in WoW. But it doesn't seem to be too bad in TBC. Mostly because you get through it pretty quick. Like when I was playing vanilla, like the 40s are kind of rough. You kind of run out of like places to quest. Or I just don't really like the zones. Not a really big fan of Feralus. Tanaris is fun, but you'll run out of quests eventually. And then mostly you just like Zul'Farrak spam for the most part just to get through the 40s. Until you can get high enough for Blackrock Depths. Well, the Horde here today, guys. A lot of Horde quests in here today. And yeah, I heard a cool story about, I don't really watch too much college football, but heard a cool story about this Mendoza quarterback. Plays for Indiana. I seen that they beat Miami for like, I think, I don't know if it's like a national title or probably a trophy. It's one of these bowls that they have. I'm not too sure which one it was, but the story that he has is pretty cool. Supposedly he got denied from Miami, the team that he beat in the final there. He also won the Heisman, I think. And he went to Indiana and then beat them in a championship game. That's pretty cool. It's an awesome story. Sort of reminds you of how, like, you know, Brady was drafted late and then he had to earn his stripes with the Patriots, and then once he got his chance, he just took off. Supposedly the Raiders might get this Mendoza guy. That'd be good for the Raiders. The Raiders have been bad for a long time. They put a lot of money into that new stadium in Las Vegas, so they probably want to have a good team eventually. Be nice to see the Raiders be a good team again. I don't think I've ever seen the Raiders be good, to be honest. My entire life. I think I've seen them get to like a divisional game, but that's about it. They just can never find like that quarterback, right? So maybe Mendoza will be that guy. Alright, so here we are. Not too sure what the heck the plan's going to be. The boat just left. Do we just swim there? I guess so. We're going to swim to the island, and hopefully this is a good decision. It's quite the swim. But we just seen the boat depart, right? It's going to... lands right there. There it is, pulling up. Never really liked this island. The Horde have such a better spot. You know, they're in the right in the middle of the zone. Seems like they have the Horde just has better locations on the map in general. This is a more fortified spot, right? It's an island. Does help, but for questing, like the Horde having their quest hub right here is awesome. Same with Stranglethorn Vale. You know, they have Grumgall. Another one is just north of us here. In Desolus, they have right down, they have like a little troll village right next to Maradon. When the Alliance have Nigel's Point, which is so far away. Alright, so the boat's just pulling up now. So I think we made a good decision to start swimming. Where did the Alliance have a good flight point? Or a flight point that I prefer? Well, I guess this one. Maybe. Nah, actually Asheville. Horde is way better for Asheville. Horde has a camp here, and then they had the Zormstrand camp here. So they have literally 2 camps. So it's pretty good. And then they have a flight point that's right next to Blackfathom Deeps. Fellwood, I'd probably say the Horde too. The Horde have a camp right in the middle. Well, the Alliance one isn't too bad. You don't in vanilla. You don't get, there isn't a flight point here. That got added in TBC, but the Alliance have a camp to the north, which is close to Winter Spring, which is nice. I think we'll say Fellwood's a tie. Maybe Western Plaguelands? Right? Lions have a flight point here. Horde don't really have any. But they do have Undercity, like right next to the Western Plaguelands, so I'd still give it to the Alliance. So do we want any of these for dungeons? No. We're just here to get the flight point, guys. Any of these in search of knowledge? Lutheran Village. Maybe we'll pick that up. The Mark of Quality. The Ruins of Solar Sai. Turn. Yeah, I think we'll take In Search of Knowledge. I think that might be... That might lead into a dungeon quest.
While the ruins of Feralis can be quite dangerous, they have much to tell of what has happened here. Searching through the rubble to the south a few days ago, I discovered what appears to be a normal stave. However, I just can't shake the feeling that there is something more to it. Angelus and I have been poring over our books here, but we can't find a thing about it. I have a colleague in Narcissus that may be able to tell us what this is, adventurer. Why don't you go talk to her and see if she can help us?
Alright, we will do that, guys. And we'll also queue up for Uldaman and Zul'Farrak. Should probably focus on Maradon quests, too. We're healing, DPS, and tank. Could get invited to one of these groups, maybe, as a healer. There's an Alderman group right there. Galadris invite us to the Alderman group. Alright, we'll take it. We have quests for it, so we'll do Alderman. It's pretty good loot in there, too. There's a really nice two-handed mace at the end. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I can tank. Alright, so it looks like we'll be heading into Uldaman soon, guys. Hopefully we get enough time to get the flight point in Gadgestand. So, last boss here drops pretty nice two-handed sword. Stone Slayer. 42.7 damage per second. Increases damage by 10 for 8 seconds, a chance on hit. Pretty much all around better sword than Bonebiter. Lose some stats though. Losing 20 strength, 10 stam kind of sucks, but still pretty good. Stone Slayer, especially when you proc that 10 increased damage. And then the better weapon I think is Rock Pounder. 42.7 damage per second, 5 strength, 28 critical strike rating. Pretty good two-handed mace. So hopefully we get one of those to drop. So 29 Blood Elf Hunter. Alright, we ride, guys. Hopefully we got enough time here. They need to find a healer and a DPS. We got a shaman with us, so I'm excited for that. We will get Wind Fury Totem. And I have waters, so we don't have to worry about, we don't need a mage. We have waters this time. 80 water. I think we need more AoE. Sure. More AoE is good. So this guy's enhanced, so he'll probably do a lot, and I think the hunter probably has pretty good AoE as well. Yeah, they could add a mage in there and be That would be awesome. Oh, looks like he's gonna look for some more AoE. There's another Alderman group there. So we're kind of competing with these guys. The little Murloc here means new players welcome. If he gets a tank, can I heal? Yeah, I can heal. But I want to be able to roll. And ask if I can roll on the Arcadis weapon. No one's saying anything. See what happens. I'll link the weapons. This is why I'm not a fan of healing, because the loot I want is not for healing. Alright? Yeah, just go for it if it drops. He whispers me. I felt loud, okay. Alright. Well, this guy's being sneaky. I don't know if this guy speaks English. Just say yeah. I don't know. Just say yeah. I don't know. He can make a decision, right? If he says I'm allowed to do it, he's the leader of the group, then I'm allowed to roll on it, and then Wonka can make his decision, right? If he wants to stay in the group or not. It's only going to be. I think Galadrius will probably roll on it too, because hunters can use the two-handed weapon as well, but it's kind of lame if a hunter takes it, because like it's rare that they ever get into melee encounters. You know, you're not really trying to fight in melee range, but the hunter could use it too, and probably the shaman as well. So everybody will be rolling on it. Here we are, the Shimmering Flats. It got really dark here, man, once we came here. And we'll get to see what warrior tanking's like, guys. Interested to see how it is. This guy's level 44 as well. He's a pretty high level for this dungeon.
Need assistance? Deep in Zul'Farrak, the Sand Troll City in Tanaris, there is a sacred pool. From that pool, the trolls summon a huge beast, Gazrilla. He's so fierce that even his scales crackle with energy. It's that energy I want to harness for my car.
Nice
Bring
guy.
me the electrified scale of Gazrilla. But the summoning of Gazrilla is a well-kept secret of the trolls. To face him, you must first wrest the secret from them. It's
funny how we went from DPS to tank to heal. all in one group. Got a decent group though. The mage will help quite a bit. We'll probably get through it kind of fast. All right, looks like we're gonna make it to Gadgetstan, guys. There is the Horde flight point right here. It's kind of weird when he's... Oh, we're getting summoned. Oh my gosh. This guy has Wind Fury. I think you're good. A Wind Fury weapon? I mean, a Whirlwind weapon? Yeah. Okay, but I gotta get the flight point here before we leave.
Where would you like to fly to?
Okay, good. We got it.
Welcome to Tanaris, adventurer. How
Let's
can I be
sell
of service to you today?
ring.
You don't look like a blacksmith.
There we go. We're here.
But I know how looks can be deceiving.
Do they run in? Oh, they're doing these. They're doing the stone quest. Or we were here for a while doing that. We'll help them out. Yeah, his Whirlwind Axe. Whirlwind Axe isn't better though than the Arcadius weapons. Like Bonebiter. The Bonebiter we have is better. And also him being a human as well, you get sword and mace spec, which makes those weapons just better than Whirlwind weapon. These guys are doing all these quests, so we'll probably have to help them complete them. Maybe we should have just waited. But I'm happy we got them done, just in case maybe they won't do them all. Alright, so let's buff everybody up. Give ourselves wisdom. Let's give everybody wisdom except for the warrior. Should I switch to healing gear? Just to show him I'm a healer? There we go. You look like the final boss of the Scarlet Monastery Library. Arcanist Doan. What's his owl's name? Ale? Ale the owl? That's a nice name for an owl. I wonder if I pronounced it that properly. We're going to be killing these diggers for a while. Get this Power Stones quest done. Are they going to attack this orc? Are they gonna go get him? Oh my gosh, he's attacking him. Oh, yeah, we feared. I wonder if he'll. I wonder if he'll kill somebody. No, they got him. I felt bad. I don't want to get. Poor guy's just trying to complete his quests like us a couple episodes ago. Just how it goes, though. I guess we'll use, we'll use Devo, or, we're the only one who does holy damage here, so we don't need Sanctity. Yeah, looks like we're gonna do all the quests outside first before we go in. That's fine. Thing is, a lot of these you have to go turn in and then come back to get the other quest for the dungeon. They'd have to make a little stop at Ironforge. Oh, the magenta cap clusters. Actually need these. Should keep an eye out. Need 12 of them. There we go, they're getting all this stuff here. Where's any mushrooms here? Doesn't look like it. Also got a magenta debuff. There's another mushroom here. I think they're inside the dungeon too, pretty sure. Go. I'm gonna drop down. There's another one. Looks like they're going inside. We'll get this mushroom here and then we'll go help them out. I'm going in. If the mushrooms aren't in here, then we'll get them later. But yeah, guys, there we go. We are inside of Uldaman. The next episode, we will hopefully complete this dungeon. But as always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.